Alvarado. First, my opponent claims that teenage accidents were 30,917 within a six-year range. I just wanted to say that all new drivers are statistically more likely to have an accident in the first 2 years of passing their test than at any other time of their life as a new driver. And 1 in 5 drivers will have an accident in the first year on the road, according to Morgan Mitchman. He also states that teenage fatalities in America is due to the lack of teenage fatalities was that number. It's due to teenage fatalities in America is due to the lack of experience instead of their age. According to Alistair Endersbury, a teacher at Cambridge University in the UK, states young drivers do have more accidents, but that is because they are not very experienced, not simply because they are under 18. If we raise the driving age, it will be 18 to 19-year-old new drivers having more accidents instead of 16 to 17-year-olds. After all, men are 77% more likely than women to kill someone while at the wheel, so if we went just by statistics, we would ban all male drivers. So another issue he brought up was that 16 to 17-year-olds are more mentally incapable of driving. In a study that I found, by Christine Langlow, another teacher from the teacher speaking on the teenage milestone. He will have to. Parents usually let their teenager drive because they need them to get around from point A to point B, their school, work, what have you. It's their responsibility to say if they're mentally capable of getting their license or not. In this state, we have the GDL, which stands for Graduated Driver's License, and it's basically you could get your permit at age 16 and have it for you have to have it for 6 months, having 50 hours of behind the wheel driving. Also, and yeah, you have to have it and by the time you get your license within that 6-month period, after that you could, for the first year, you cannot drive from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. and you cannot drive with anybody for 6 months. And basically the mental maturity is up to the parents. Like, if they want to sign the papers for them to get their license, then it's up to them. So from a parent's perspective, parents are cautious in deciding whether or not their child in particular has the emotional and mental maturity to understand the rights, privileges, and conscientiousness required to be a proper driver. Also, raising the driving age isn't going to keep immature drivers off the road. An immature 16-year-old can easily turn into an immature 18-year-old, and it's up to the parent, not the state, to determine whether a teen is ready to drive when he or she is of legal age. By taking away this rite of passage to teenagers, basically telling them that they're not responsible enough. When we're just punishing all 16 and 17-year-olds instead of giving them this privilege, not knowing what they're capable of, their responsibleness, their capability of being a safe driver.